Stream's live.
I'm a rage bait him.
Rage
Come
bait
on,
their
guys,
asses.
open this shit. Come on, guys. Ping shit.
Yee, shush.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone to the second attempt now for stream. We had to swap servers to 20R's EU server. Had some technical difficulties with the our ban list was ported over to our event server. So we just finished swapping. We got both sides ready and it is rolling and it's going to be live now on roll. Right, Zknight? I believe we should be live as soon as this loads in. And we'll get rolling.
All right, what's going to be the trick is
I can't take the commander.
this choke
You
here.
have to wait.
You're not taking commander. No, there's no
So
commander.
there could be a
Oh, there's
potential
none?
for
On
this-
a big
this
pile up
secondary,
here on this timber here. Let me turn down command net a little bit here. Okay, I literally explained that there's no assets to him like 20 times. You go next. So right here, there could be a potential for a massive pile up, and also so they have I believe an RWS system, so they can theoretically see all the way down to Maine. So it could be very interesting to see what happens here. What that side should probably do is you can cut over right here as fast as you can. Fucking I'll swap somebody. Go next. Shit, what's his name? Predator?
Admin force team change. Goober.
Admin force team change. You said Goober?
Yeah.
We have two rook guys on our side right now. Zknight.
Predator.
I think we are double rolling, they say. Someone mentioned in chat. You said live on roll, didn't you? Then it's live on.
Hey, what?
Close one.
I got
Oh.
scammed.
Double
As in the
roll.
Canadian mentality. Oh.
Alrighty. Let's try it one more time. I don't know. I told them that it was going to be live on roll when I was in there at that Discord. So looks like they didn't have their listening ears on.
GG go next.
Open top south side, RWS north side.
All right. So like I was
Thank
saying,
you, Andy.
so
Welcome.
first MD has a chance to get absolutely nanade coming out of main here. The RWS system on that, I believe Matt V. Yeah, Matt V. So it's a Crows, not an RWS. it has the potential to just completely obliterate them. So hopefully what they do is they turn off kind of fast. Maybe their PKM gets a trade or two, but we will see what happens. The bulk of the fighting is going to be over Mosque. The key to success with this one is probably going to be having 3 different squads playing across these lanes here. This bottom lane, center lane, and then top lane over yonder. There could potentially be some flank maneuvers in the market, but we'll see. I'm thinking most of the fighting, the bulk of it, is going to be just over Mosque.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think IMF's going to have a little bit of an easier time getting to Moss. They have a clearer path. They'll be able to get there first, I think. So I'm curious to see how EXO's side is going to handle that. You know, how quick can they get to Mosque? How are they going to handle their lanes? So I'm curious.
Yeah, we will see. This map
Contra.
is interesting because you can have the IMF, they're all mostly kitted for close quarter fighting, right? So in the
Mhm.
buildings you have the close quarter engagements, but you can potentially have long distance trades in and around Mosque. So we'll just have to sit back, relax, and check it out. It should be an exciting match. We got decent shooters on our side. Their side is decent shooters, so it should be entertaining to say the least.
It's interesting because the first 2 points, or the first points for each side, are both at the south. So yeah, all the fighting's just going to be in that northern side of the road. I'm thinking, unless some flanking happens, team pushes behind. But I think it's more or less going to be a straight up just attrition battle. I think in that center lane.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see some 20R guys on EXO's side.
Yeah, they apparently, I don't know. I thought they were bigger than they were, but I guess a lot of their folks couldn't make it, so they had to merc from quite a number of different communities. I did not. They made it seem like it was going to be, I think 10 or 12, because we talked about it. I didn't realize it was going to be a overwhelming majority,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really make a difference. It's still going to be an entertaining match.
And in case anyone missed it, I was saying this before in the other stream, but this is a 2-part scrim. So first MD is starting on the IMF side. They will play for an hour or until tickets run out, and then they will swap sides. And first MD will then play on the Canadian side. So they get to learn from what happened in the first round and apply it to the second. And now we're live.
The Canadian side did pretty good coming out of their rollout. They did what I expected them to do. Some of them backed up north. Got the RWS popping up north. Shadow gets a trade off of the first Vic. Looks like they did not peel off. They're just driving straight down middle. Turtles and Otis are in the. There we go. They're opening fire with their vehicle. Looks like we got a dive going to Mosquerator by Squad 3. Squad 3 being led by Bargo. Top lane here, we got a coalition squad coming in, led by, I believe, Zknight. Looks like Otis trying to get some trades on that squad, but looks like he's not going to get anything going on there. They're going to be getting pushed. Got Chargers and Barote pushing onto the top of Moss with Infected and not Jeffrey trying to get up there as well.
Got pretty much shut out from the transport. We're working on picking people up.
Yellow squad wiped off. Looks like their squad 3 and 4 are going to be playing off of Market.
So we've got enemies on the roof already.
Looks like we got Tree pushing into the top tower on Moss. Zknight diving a 1v4. Looks like he's got one down. Getting backed up by Nemesis. We got Feathers Renegade and Andy Pandy up against Zknight.
Ooh, that was a good nade.
It was a good nade. It might have been a GL. I thought I heard a GL pop.
I think it was GL, yeah.
We're just taking a pad.
Yeah, it's Nemesis with his GL. Getting Feathers down. We're going to try and get this into the angle here. So we got the fighting going on Mosque. Looks like Looks like their top lane for the EXO side is pushing in.
South side early.
Andy and Zknight trade. Those guys used to be boon companions playing with each other. RWS on the Canadian side backing up the top lane here. Looks like middle lane is a bit even. First MD is on the bottom side of Moss. Looks like they're still contesting middle cap, and First MD's lost top. So what I'm thinking here is that the squad led by Zknight is going to try and get a wrap going. Let's see where that goes. Looks like Otis was successful in C4ing something. They have found the enemy radio. Interesting. Their cop. We'll see what round 2 is like, but they might be copying a 20R strat that we did for this layer.
With the radio in that building?
Yeah, that's exactly how I place the radio, not how I place the app. When I do it on this layer, I do it at like a diagonal because it gives a little bit more cover and you can block off.
Alright, what about mortars?
So if you check it out here, you can block this hab with the. So putting on the stairs, that's 100% like what we do in 20R. So that's interesting. And then the hab, you can block the hab with the stairs. So not fully, but it's an interesting radio placement. If they put the radio, depending on where they put the radio in the next round, I'll know 100%, but not that big of a deal.
Try this one, HMG bunker up somewhere, right?
Looks like Tree's been up there in that tower at Moss for a bit. It's a pretty strong position for him. If he's not found out, he can just shoot straight down on the first MD.
I think they called out earlier that he's got 2 knocks right now. They called out at the jump that he's up there, so they know that he is up there. Looks like Sap and Poppers are getting pushed by Nick and Bravo, so the top lane is completely lost by First MD right now, and they're going to keep rapping.
Copy.
So that blue ring right there that I just turned on, if an enemy walks in that blue ring, like what Zknight is trying to do right now, that rally will burn.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, and it
What a
airburst goes off from
nade.
feathers. My boy.
Someone clip that.
Absolutely huge with the airburst nade going on. We still got southern control of Moss. North still contested, and now we got 3 still up on the EXO side for the top lane. Sap and Feathers might want to reconsider replacing their rally or trying to get more pushing out there. Let's see if we can check in with the rest of it. Turtles' Vic getting hit with whatever Rack has. I think Rack has a lap kit.
Enemies on the roof of Mosque.
Yeah, roger that.
Calling out enemies on the roof of lot. Looks like we got Shadow and Ward rearming their
he's,
Vic.
he's in the tower right above you, squad 4.
Mortars firing.
Mosk has yet to be capped still.
That is correct. It is yet to be capped. It looks like First MD is capping it right now. We got Elbarote and Von Ergen. I don't speak Dutch. Getting control with Snaxies setting up in this kind of high spot position. But First MD has the numbers advantage on Moss currently. We got First MD mortars dropping right on top of Zknight's position. I don't know how he's not dead. I don't see a mortar 2 from there. No, those are mortars. They're calling out friendly mortars. GG, go next.
Slowly but surely, First MD has 1 Chev at Moss, nearing 20% cap now. As long as they keep that numbers advantage, they take that middle point, that's going to help a lot. Tickets are looking pretty even right now, 180 to 184. It's a pretty good match so far.
Yeah, pretty even right now. Cap is still going for Mosque on First MD, but they're only up by 1 shove. So if they're able to, if EXO is able to shove into this point, they're going to be able to prevent it. The trick for First MD though is going to be to hold Mosque. That might be like you can take the point, sure, but like if we're getting fishbowl in the south from this squad and they're not winning top lane, it might not work out. We got Nemesis and Pearl on our own radio right now. I haven't heard the call out yet. Let's go and check it out.
Apps proxied.
Yep, we got Pearl
Yeah, they're
Pearl and
on
Nemesis are digging the radio.
There's that call out.
Take it back up.
Squad 7's moving south now to try to intercept in time.
Yeah, they're saying that the radio, the hab is proxy, but there's nobody near it, so there has to be them damaging the radio. Poppers is going to try and go for it, but he's going to be outnumbered. Oh, no, he's getting back up
It's not digging
from...
anymore, but it's not clear.
What the fuck did they just...
Still
Oh, they
making
got
orders
killing,
on the
okay.
south side here.
Popper's getting some backup from one of his teammates.
Mortar
Yep,
got
hopefully they're
damaged.
smart and they throw a grenade in here.
Be a 2-1-2 here.
Another minus.
I think if I'm looking at the radio's just staged. I don't think it's bleeding yet. That's gonna keep digging to try to get that on bleed. Andy's a little apprehensive. He's getting
close,
too
going
close.
slow.
Retreat on mortar.
As soon as that radio goes on bleed, person B will have 75 seconds to either dig it up or dig it down. Oh, what a nade!
Nate.
Oh, takes. Oh, does not take out Nemesis.
Did not
No.
take out Nemesis. That is interesting.
Radio saved him. Now it's on bleed. 75-second timer starts now.
Turtles, no, they're tagged. I thought he got to go there. Turtles is not able to come through the iron bars, apparently. Let's see if Andy can back him up.
No. They trade.
Nemesis and Turtles trade. They got one left. I don't think that... Yeah, that nade. Oh, that almost a good nade. Let's see what Andy does here.
Radio's on top of the building.
1v1 for 20 tickets.
Come on, Andy. Come on, Andy. Come on, Andy. Andy!
No!
Unfortunate. I think the radio is... No, I don't think they... No, radio is on bleed. I think they might get this radio. The northern lane... Feathers rally burned. So he's not going to be able to get back in there. They're going to lose this fob. They have Moss, though, but like I said, like they don't really... They're not going to have anything to really hold it. So we'll see what happens. We got the RWS crewed with...
I think it's a high probability with
Nico and Bone.
Logi and get some supplies.
Irish is calling out. He's going to try and get something new set up.
We can maybe grab Logi and recover some of the build.
That's true. We could probably do that instead. Yes.
Is that another rally that First and D has on the east side of Mosque? Is that
They
a
got-
radio?
So this blue one right
Now
here,
it's
it's still up. It's Naxi. Oh, it's almost.
Oh,
Oh, he almost burnt it. We got another one set up on Mosque here, so they, like we can work off rallies for now, sure. But I mean, a spawn wave off of this one might cook it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Mortars are doing work, but the mortar tube's about to be taken offline. Oh, those are enemy mortars now. Alright, so First MD has lost their radio. That's 20 tickets. They still hold Moss, but they're still down 171 to 138. They're working on trying to get a new radio down. See what happens.
With that middle cap too, it
Logi
looks
just got
like
wiped by Nico and Bone Collector. Say again, I'm sorry.
with that middle cap, looks like EXO's losing 1 ticket per minute. I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference, but every ticket does count.
Gonna check in with the fight going on in Bazaar. We got Hasselhoff, Ragefire, and
They're on the ground floor, southeast corner.
something
Mosque.
shots. Can't tell. Going up against Narwhal, Goober, and Ragnar.
Bring your rally forward.
4 rally just got
Yeah, they're
burned. We
gonna
got
wipe out,
22. Hasselhoff not checking behind him. Ooh, damn.
What's the plan? Have we got another hab coming out?
Yep, as I predicted, they're starting to set up that wrap around Maz.
First MD holding on for dear life. Looks like EXO has not started capping yet, but they will be soon. They just need to get all on the cap point.
Just waiting for Logi.
One lone rally left for First MD in the southeast corner of Mosque. We might see some squad swapping come in here soon, just to get more spawns off that rally. Looks like another wave came in from First MD. Their goal is just to survive and hold on to that middle cap. Looks like First MD's abandoned that northern lane. They're just going all in on Moss now. And that rally just got burned. First MD no longer has any spawns active towards Mosque. Not looking too hot.
Charge is getting a transport truck with Jeffrey with his hat. Charge is probably one of the best hat players I've ever encountered. That's just a tough break for Jeffrey there.
Let's let the medics do their jobs.
Rich calling out, trying to get some more revives on the board. Let's see. First MD only has
pretty even.
Actually even for 19 revives.
Still no cap started yet at Mosque.
Yeah, still no cap started on Mosque, but first priority got to be to stabilize defense here. Oh, bro, sending Dink back to the spawn screen by the looks of it.
They're currently taking Mosque.
There you go,
They're
cap
now
started.
starting to cap Mosque. This is very interesting. If I was the IMF side, I would be having that vehicle crewed and just have somebody be driving around. Solo play is a little interesting because every time you want to engage something, you got to stop. I don't think Turtle sees this Vic barreling right towards him. That would have been an easy shot if he had a gunner.
One Chev on Moss, 70% to, or 30% to neutralized. I think First MD is trying to reset here on the east side of Mosque.
I believe that is the plan. They're getting a fob set up right now. They're getting a hab set up. Two people don't have kits. I'm not sure what that's about.
Probably the squad swapping probably screwed it up.
Irish, you guys gotta find us some drops something quick.
5 run.
Yeah, one dude turned the corner right there, like out of nowhere.
Alright, looks like these guys are going to be building up. We got Predator, Bronson, and Mystery Meat building some stuff up over here.
Dummy.
Because you could theoretically hop in these tunnels. Like, you see that? You can drop into that tunnel and get right to their front door. Silver Mercy getting a trade off of Mystery Meat. Or not a trade, just getting Mystery Meat.
Ooh, 1 versus 2.
He gets brought.
What a
and
nade!
Triple! And he gets the triple. Let's go, Silver Mercy.
Sure, he hears the radio by now. It's just him. He doesn't know it, but he could take down 20 tickets.
That radio was called out earlier, or it should have been. Otis was able to get a C4 on and some kills. It was staged for a bit, but they were able to get back and stable it. So they should know that this radio is here. I believe there is a red mark there on the HAB. There is. So we'll see what Silver Mercy does. So he's not able to prox the HAB by himself. The Charges is respawning, so he's going to have to do this fight again and try and figure out a way to get back in. It is possible to climb up right there.
Oh, TK there from Charges.
GG, go next. So, Silver Mercy, I think you can vault up onto that wall and get up there and get in from behind. It might just come down to lack of map knowledge there. But we'll see what Silver Mercy does. That three piece was pretty nice. We'll see if he can get the soda as well. We'll check back in with him.
Yeah.
Cap has been able to neutralize Mosque. Nemesis and Snacksy are able to get on this vantage point. Probably two people I would not want to have be up there if I was on the IMF side.
Alright, Valiant Burgo, where do you guys want mortars? On the west there? Just
Silver Mercy's still up. Probably just trying to get a new angle. He knows that by now a few Cath guys have spawned in.
Like a boat mark on the north half would probably push him back, and then I don't know about anywhere for the south half.
Got a few rallies here from First MD on the east side of Mosque. Looks like they're going to try their best to, like you were saying, stabilize that residential and then push west whenever they can, try to retake Mosque.
Slick
over
Nick
there.
sees Renegade there. Let's see if Andy is able to. Got him.
I think we'll lose.
How do you not? You must not have seen him.
Charges takes out Turtle's Tiger from earlier.
Just Slick Nick gets the nade on Renegade. Yep, Turtles is going back to the spawn screen. Andy's waiting to get that peek on him. Oh, Slick Nick's able to get the click on Andy's forehead. We got G-Tree has moved on to a different tower this time.
That RWS is here on residential.
Fallon has called out that RWS is on residential. Interesting. Clean is on the mortar tube. Where are you at? Interesting.
SMD now losing 1 ticket per minute, getting close to 60 tickets left. This is where the medics come in play. You have to hold every ticket you can.
Yep.
There's one.
IMF is 3. It's up 3 on revives right now. So they're doing. They got more than the cap side currently. So probably what Waters is going to be doing for the rest of the game is just going to be mortaring these positions here to stop them from coming into Mosque. What I'm kind of disappointed to see is I saw Turtles in a zone or in a squad with Irish. What probably would have been better is if Turtles had one more person in the squad to maybe get some rallies down to help flank. Because like a 2 or 3 man could probably get this radio, right? Oh, we got friendly radio. We got friendly mortars dropping in right on that position right now. He's got a couple. Looks like they nicked Predator and Bronson. But what Turtles needs to be doing is he needs to be driving around and burning rallies. It would be a little bit better if he had a gunner with him. It is what it is. Actually, I don't even think his vehicle's up right now.
Got taken out a couple minutes ago. Should be coming up here soon.
Yep, we're about to mortar there.
Yeah, that's the open top. I mean, you could still use this to try and drive around and burn rallies, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's if I was Turtles, that's what I would be doing currently.
Looks okay.
I'm wondering where our hat players are at to deal with this vehicle. I'm not seeing a hat. Thing, there he is.
Yeah, okay.
I wish there was like an audible difference between factions mortar tubes, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to tell who's shooting. I'm assuming these are EXOs.
I think those might be Kaleens. I think they're trying to maybe more. I mean, there's nobody there. Maybe they're trying to mortar the Vic. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'd be doing. Looks like we got a fight going on still in the marketplace with Ragefire and his squad.
You know, Maverick, at this point, if you want, I would just start heading maybe over and helping out residential, because I feel like we're going to get run down there anyways.
Got a lot of give ups. I wonder what the deal is with that one.
Hey, can you show that again? The difference in ink caps is astounding. There's only 87 ink caps. There's 148 on the cap side.
There's a mark.
Yeah.
Marksman, Mox Tower on my side mark. Squad's on my side mark.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's like EXO has managed to push east into residential. They are currently capping with 1 Chev. First MD just trying to slow that as best they can.
a bunch pushing towards you, right? From your west.
Twenty-two and Rack are repositioning to hold down Moss. It looks like Rack's wanting 22 to stay with him. Tree's getting back into his little concrete tree. Pearl charges and Curities going down from them, but Poppers gets the retrade, and Elbro is going down from a GL by Dinkster. Oh, but Turtles get sent to God by Water's mortar.
The team's fighting tooth and nail for residential.
Yes, they are. Yeah, it's just a lot of give ups. I don't know what First MD is doing. That's just crazy to me, the amount of give ups that they're just doing, especially, and even then, like, it's
More
just
revive still,
I don't even.
but more
Yeah,
give
more
ups.
revive still, but like they could have even more. I don't know what we're doing.
Less than 30 tickets now. Don't think this match is going to be going on much longer. EXO back
No,
on the
it
cap.
shouldn't be. If I'm First MD and they neutralize, I may have to give up. Because you don't want the tickets to be even more than they can be. I don't think it's mathematically possible for First to catch up. Yep, sending more people. Into
Turtles
that
gets
mortar
mortared again.
spot. In the exact same spot. Interesting. Fargo's called out that they stopped the cap for now. Now this is going to burn that rally there on the side. Yep, it's gone. It's going to be diving Kaleem's mortar too by the looks of it.
They're pushing north from those helmets.
Where? I don't see any boat.
Turtles plays here. Looks like Maverick has missed all of his shots against Rage. He was down. Turtles gets penned out by their RWS. Alright, yeah, if I'm First MD, I'm mass giving up if I got the tickets for it. Yeah, Maverick is calling for the mass give up.
Because the EXO caps here gives them, what, an extra 10, 20 tickets?
We may end up doing that.
Might be 20. I actually don't remember what this. I know it's not. I don't think it's 50.
How close are they to capping it?
Not at all.
They should only
Alright,
have
let's
maybe 2
mass
shots,
give
right?
up. Mass give up.
Alright, Ragefire is calling for the mass give up.
There's the
We
call, yeah.
don't have the bodies up be able to recap it, so
2 tickets.
And there it goes. Okie dokie. So yeah, First MD looks like they just gave up a lot and didn't get a lot of trades. Because if you look, I mean, that's pretty staggering. Hopefully they're able to regroup going into round 2. 137 tickets. I mean, it theoretically still winnable. So we'll see what they're able to come up with. We're gonna do a 5-minute break, and see.
Yeah, looking back at that match, I think it came down to, I mean, the obvious one was losing that radio early on, east
Yeah.
side of Mosque. They also lost the top lane, and EXO was able to use that to keep pushing, take over Mosque, burn all their rallies, and it just keeps steamrolling into residential.
Wait for more people to load in before I hit them with the 5-minute break. Okie dokie. So yeah. Calf side, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, you run the risk of that pile off the start. Their arms are going to be more kitted towards long gauge gaming, so we'll see how many people take the ACOGs, take the holographics. Me on this map, I prefer either irons or hollows for the close quarter engagements, but we shall see. I noticed that I think definitely one rally for EXO side stayed up the entire time. When you have these fast moving vehicles, you want to have your drivers be driving around with the goal of just burning rallies, right? Because then you're forcing them to reset off on that hab, and they have to run all the way back. So hopefully in the next round they come back a little bit better. There was also a lot of give ups, so hopefully right now when they're talking amongst themselves, recognizing there's a lot of give ups, there's a lot of not getting trades, no picks. So hopefully they'll be able to reassess, recollect, and then get it for round 2.
Yeah, like you said, it's winnable. Just curious to see what adjustments Person D makes. It's gonna need a hell of a rollout. Hopefully, some early kills from that from the Crow system. But yeah, it's gonna be crucial here. Keeping your spawns up. Don't let your radios get dug down early on. Gonna need something crazy to happen probably to have as big of a ticket difference as they need. What was the final count? I think it was 148.
I believe it was 148. All right, I am gonna step away for 4 minutes. I'll come back and we'll roll. I think it might be a double roll going into the next round. Be back in a moment. All right. I'm going to begin going momentarily. Okay, I don't know what First MD's doing. Nobody's telling me if they're ready or not. All right.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we're going to be going into game 2 now. Like I said, potential for a calf pile up off the start. Hopefully they navigate that well. And then hopefully they get some picks with their Canadian Krovic. With those guys coming out of the IMF main. I think it might be a double roll here, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep, so double roll. Wait for all the vehicles to spawn in. Then we're good. Be good. It looks like it. All right. Or somebody who does dress it. Not seeing anybody on first MD on IMF. All right, so like I said earlier, these little boards here, trying to get out, needling through these cars here, could cause a pileup. Hopefully they worked on some kind of
Look at that. Otis
sweep.
is paired up with Turtles now.
He was at the start. I'm wondering. I'm thinking maybe the play might be to keep him around because Turtles. I mean, he wasn't winning those fights. So that's what I'd be doing. I'd just be having crew in my Vic and get these trades, especially now that you got the better vehicle. But we're probably gonna see the exact same squads going to the exact same lanes. So probably Feathers and Slicknick fighting over here, Ragefire and Rack down there, and then I think it was Bargo and Valiant against somebody. I wasn't paying attention to the SOs over here. So we'll see how it goes.
Curious to see how First MD is going to handle the rollout because you're talking about that potential roadblock there on the west side. I'm curious if they're going to do it similar to how EXO did it, mostly cut north, or if there's going to be a jam.
Yeah, and then over here, like a good way to dodge it is to just like pull off over here. Especially if you're a command logi putting down your defensive fob. On the way back, you're able to drive through here and then cut, I believe, on this tree, or it might be this tree. No, it's that tree down there. So you can cut through over here, but you can't cut going up. But that's a one way to dodge taking fire on the return. But on the way out, probably their light Vics are going to drive forward, maybe a transport truck, and the rest are probably going to cut through that road and then spread out into these lanes here. We'll see if I'm right, and we will see that in about a minute. So I believe last round it was 134-0. First MD could clinch it back just by getting more than one ticket than them from last round. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, look at that. You can see all the way down there.
Perfect line of sight, yeah. Can you shoot straight from main?
No, you got main protection maybe to down to the block. I honestly don't know. Actually, no, it might be like in between that light post and this crater. I don't remember. All right, they didn't pile up, but it looks like somebody messed up a rollout. Dope Turtles is okay. Super delayed on the rollout. We'll see how it goes. We got Sab diving. There goes sliding up with that Vic right now. Shadow got Otis. I think Otis was the gunner. Turtles gets. I think Otis might have been the driver. Turtles lighting up. So it looks like it's a callback to the last round. Shadows, Vic smokes out a couple guys that are down here and to block line of sight from their Vic. Driving into 50 cal is not what I would do, but that's interesting. Rack and Rusher are falling back to try and get their guys. Looks like we got a. So this, I think these are just the bottom guys and one crew Vic, so not much to write home about. Feathers put his rally a little bit too close. I would have done it a little bit further back, because as you can see with these rally radii here, that's pretty.
About to get burned
or
already.
diameter? I don't know, but it could get burned sooner. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to math. Radius, diameter, zone. We'll call it zone. Already got a trade on poppers. Yeah, this rally is gonna get burned. Or they're playing it slow. Stady's wrapping around Pearl, trying to get a sight down here.
We got him again. Let's secure this. We got this.
Tree making his way back to his post.
Yeah, but it makes sense.
Oh no, he goes down.
Light Vic on the north MSR.
Fargo calls out the light Vic, north MSR. Feathers rally burns. I don't think Feathers is up. Hopefully he has a rifleman with him so they can fall back and get that rally down. Oh no, Feathers is down. Correction. Alright, so one squad is wiped on Mosque. Feathers is wiped as well, so at least two squads are going to have to reset off of this hab coming up.
What's those yellow rings?
So the yellow rings I just turned on for this round. So this is going to be the hab proxy radius.
Oh.
Oh.
They will be.
That's not where I would put a hab. Hopefully that doesn't get found.
You just got like-
But so, these are the prox radii. So, two enemies can prox the hab within this, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8 going all the way up to 9, if I'm remembering right. Basically, this is the proxy range for the hab. The blue rings are the rallies. That'll turn a different color when the hab is built. I believe.
It is. Just turn white. Alright.
I'm gonna try to push up.
It looks like the people putting up the defense hab for IMF got wiped. Don't know from what, but that's mystery me. I believe he was in the defense squad earlier getting the hab up.
Scott Black is just push up.
It says Light Vic pushing a little bit west there, just north of Musk. And it looks like EXO's reclaimed that northern lane again this match. First and B, full control of Moss though. Question is, how long can they hold on to it, just like last match?
We will see. I'm not a fan of this hab being out in the open at all.
They can just get ordered.
Especially
Alright,
with, yes, it can just get mortared. We got this room here that it could have been placed in.
Feathers, I'm gonna mortar on my
So-
man, okay?
A little suboptimal. We'll see what they end up doing with that. Hopefully they can move that truck out of the way so they don't estimate that the radio is there.
He's got a pretty good push on that southern lane, pushing all the way to the east.
Yeah, they do. So we've won the southern flex lane here.
There's a barrage coming in.
But it looks like we're about to lose
Right.
control of Moss. We only got one Chev. Actually, I'm not understanding how they haven't neutralized. There we go.
Like, still capping garages.
Inside of North
Oh, yes.
I
There we
must
go.
really
So-
slow in residential. Yeah, they're they're gonna have a while before they can even start to contend mosque.
No, they're probably doing the minimum back capping for residential, and they got messed up on their push. So let's see here. Yeah, they're not even capping residential. So we'll see. Looks like Rack and Trooper are trying to set up to get the hab place. So all right, so I figured out how on number one. We hadn't capped garages yet, but number two, they don't even have residential done, so they're not going to be able to deny us unless they get kills.
Thank you, we got ambush.
They got ambushed is what happened apparently.
Feathers north is to run up to. Come again. Get north is to swap.
Lane hab down.
He can work off my rally.
It looked like they were wanting to put the hab in that where Predator is at.
Alright, and more mortars we need.
I was just calling out that mortars are online with Kylene on the tubes. Looks like they're mortaring a hab that's been placed.
Southeast of that southern heli mark. Mark, here,
Copy.
stand by. Jimbo.
Mortar nobody though, so maybe they're trying to deny a push coming in.
How's Cap going there?
We'll get it short soon here. I think we have 2 chefs. Stand by.
Barote and Tree are pushing into Moss.
3
We
chefs,
got
90%.
Romeo going down to Dinkster. We got Arch and Jeffrey trying to move around. Nemesis sending stats down. Let's see if Arch can get the trade. Arch gets the trade on Tree.
There's a big kill there to keep the cap alive on mosque.
Alright, looks like Feathers and looks like we got a better rally here for Feathers for this lane. Alright, they don't even have residential capped. Hopefully First MB can recognize this and they can make a play here.
That's what they need. You need to get up 2 caps as quick as possible. I just don't know how they're going to be able to translate to the east here.
Seconds to the last mortar hits.
They have
What?
not called out yet that they haven't even capped residential.
RWS support right north of me. Right north of 6.
Doing on kills. Cap side is up on Nox right now.
Unable to cross.
Even on kills confirmed.
A bit less on revives though.
We got more revives than them, so that's better. Hopefully what we can make happen here is hopefully Ragefire squad can wrap around and try and put pressure on this. But they're, in my opinion, they're pushing a little bit too far. I don't know if the plan is to cut off stuff coming from main, but I'd be moving over. Looks like we got a respawn away from with Rashi, Narwhal, and Goober pushing up against Ragefire and Hasselhoff. Hopefully Ragefire notices them and he doesn't get into a 1v3. He does not notice them. Ragefire trying to fight back, but he's not able to do it.
My squad will be real building in a couple of seconds.
Objective capture. Move to the next objective.
EXO captures residential. Now they're going to set their sights pushing west and taking Mosque over. I don't know if First to B has any spawns. Okay, no, they have a rally southwest of Mosque, and then they have that hab. So they should be able to contend pretty nicely unless that radio gets found. I'm liking the rally placement right now for First MB. See
That
them
is a
big
much
drives.
better. That is a much better rally placement for Feathers. These two at the bottom might get burned if Shadow and Co are able to drive through there with their vehicle. So we got Rat Kindle, Nico trying to get around here up against Canadian and Silver. Silver's able to get Rack. He's able to get 22 as well. Canadian got 22. Nice combo there. We got Trooper trying to push in with Nico and Bone hanging back. Got two rallies next to each other. CAF squad 6 and IMF squad 4. We'll see who burns who first. I think 6 is Mavericks rally. Yes, it is.
Nathaniel with a hit on the Tiger on the main road. Looks like that Tiger's probably going to peel off a little bit to the east now.
Enemy mortars
Try to limp back all the way to main.
Copy.
Maverick is called out that there's enemy teams up. They're looking for the location of it right now. I can't even tell where it's at. There it is. I have located it. Okay.
Otter's doing his thing again with mortaring first MD left and right.
Looks like Turtles is using this mound to do kind of like wait, hold on, no. He's not quite hold down. Or
Maybe perched
he's a
up
little
over
hold
that
down with the
vehicle.
oil tank. Or
Yeah. Some good mortars there from Colleen. Putting a pause on EXO's push to the west. Tiger coming back out of main, fully healed, laying down. Looks like he and Turtles might be shooting back and forth against each other.
Do you want me to fire there, Mal?
I can't even tell if Turtles is shooting at them.
Are you pushing that, or can I mortar it?
Hey, take out that transport. Take out that transport.
Trying, right. He's nicked them a little bit now.
Let's get
Yeah,
the
they're gonna be
tickets.
retreating. Okay, good job with Turtles. They're getting forcing the retreat there. Rex gonna be driving around. He's gonna try and burn these rallies. If he makes a left-hand turn here at this intersection, he's gonna burn potentially 2 of them. Yep.
Mortars are in aggregates. You're like a meter something.
Yep. So that's one.
One.
3 ends up going. They might try and. Oh no! Turtles went back to main. Rack is chasing Turtles to their main. Racken is gonna hear that radio. 100% they heard that radio.
Yep, they're getting out, trying to go find it now.
Irish is just covering the radio. We'll see if he's able to get these guys. Getting Kylene off the tube.
So to incoming mortars on residential.
Roger.
They're at the back end. They're on our mortars.
Rack is dropping off 22 Romeo. See if Irish is patient enough to hold that angle there. He's burning feathers as rally.
They're on the mortars, so they're gonna find the radio soon.
Well, my small's linked up bots. Irish.
Enemy Tiger on
Copy.
They're driving. Rack is driving through green lane right now. Feathers just called it that he's lost his lane and his rally.
On radio.
A lot of impact there just from driving around. Burned 2 rallies and figured out where the enemy radio is. Romeo. Switching to your pistols faster than reloading. Romeo pushing in.
Gain some ground.
Come on, Irish.
Suppressing him. What store are you on? Second? Third?
Same with you, Bargo.
The reposition.
All right, Irish gets him. They know that the radio is here, though.
Roger.
Hopefully they don't have everybody fall back because they're going to lose all this momentum on Mosque.
Then 5. You're gonna have to just try to hold. For now, if we don't have
Rage,
them.
Hasselhoff, and company have located the enemy defense radio. Rage doesn't want balance to push.
Crossfire into residential.
Rage is calling for a crossfire into residential while Rage fire pushes up. That is I think the play to make there. That is a good call out. We got Stoneface trying to push in to the. No, he's going to be holding position. I think he's going to try and figure out where the hab is.
C's gonna be on the
Yeah,
north
Mav,
lane.
if you wanna go help
And then
squad
just
8
rally.
north.
If Stoneface finds this hab, it might be GG's for first MD. They'll be able to call out the position of the hab. They'll be able to mortar into oblivion.
Squad 8, we're sending some mortars in there.
Looks like Stone's gonna be trying to go for that radio, moving away from the hab.
Priority boat mark on the north end next to their mortars.
I don't know what Rage is doing. I wouldn't be responding to this radio push. I think you can just let Irish and Co just hold the position. Kylene's gonna get knifed on the mortars. 100%. I bet the farm he's about to get this knife kill here. No, he's just gonna shoot him. Okay.
He's just staring at him.
Menacingly. He's waiting when he shoots to knife him. That's crazy.
They're in the back cap again. They're probably gonna go for radio.
Archbishop are going for radio again. Stoneface is just wanting to get out of there.
They must have a rally somewhere in our back lines because they just knifed a mortar guy.
Irish thinks that they're gonna find this hab.
Yep. Takes a right turn instead.
Oh, he might not have found hab. See if a hab mark goes down. No, he sees the hab. 100%.
Yep. Here come the mortars.
Yeah.
Or Khalik gets knifed and then shot by the same guy.
Squad 5, defense mark here. They're eastern, southeastern boss building. Enemy contacts jumped over.
Yeah, roger that.
Somebody with a firm grip on Moss. We're going to see how that is going to change once that hab starts to get mortared.
You want to send 2 guys back to capture it back?
Southern layer, a few EXO guys are dead by the market. Curious what happened there. Looks like Ragefire and Dev have controlled the southern layer now, or southern lane. This round's looking a whole lot better. First MD up by 30 tickets. Now the question is, can they capitalize on it and push into residential to some heads?
Yeah. Cap up on Knox. IMF. I'm messing this up. They're up on... Cap is up on Knox and kill confirms right now. Kill confirm difference, though, is only, I believe... No, never mind. It's 20. I can't do reading today. Alright, we're launching lat rockets and ghosts. I love it.
Whose medic is that running around there? Is he sniping?
Surprised we haven't seen any mortars yet for that hab to the west.
Oh,
He's gonna start digger right now. He's pointing at it right. Looks like he's choosing to mortar the
counter mortar.
Yeah. Curtis is gonna try and get control of this hab again by the looks of it. Stone is just camping in the doorway. I think they've calmed the whole team that there's somebody camping the hab and to not spawn there. And all Curtis has to do is throw a grenade into that opening. We'll see what he does. Looks like he doesn't want to go for it. No, Richie's gonna be... I don't know what he's doing.
Alright, we are another 30 seconds right now. If we want to win, we're gonna have to cap residential.
There you go.
Outside of that, we're just limiting our loss.
Ragefire's calling out correctly that if they want to try and win the match, they have to take cap.
I'd say yeah, 5 machine.
Let 2 get into position on the south side, and we're gonna be pushing up here soon.
Yes,
From the south.
and then Bargo, stay a little ways back. Don't push too far out. 8, just keep doing what you're doing.
Tylee's gonna get killed by Stone, please. Yep. Oh, you have.
Okay,
I
let's get
don't know
some
what
mortars
they're
out on
doing. Like, we
residential.
know that somebody's in the hab.
There you go.
I would just throw a grenade, but it looks like Stoneface took the bait to move out, and Kurichis gets the trade. Hab should be fine
You're gonna
now.
have to push up.
Alright, 4 or 5, start pushing your lanes out. 8, keep on trying to get control
Daniel gets a hat shot off on
Copy.
hopefully something important. He gets it on the RDIP or on the excuse me the cord. The cord is on a repair station. They've called it. They're gonna hit with hat. They have built, so that vehicle's not gonna blow up. I would have not have fired that hat shot. I would have kept the element of surprise trying to push in, and now they're funneling through a death trap. So I would have just waited to get closer. But I mean, they got the RWS, I guess. Hopefully, Thaniel sees Barote sneaking up.
Oh no.
Barote's about to get all of these guys right now.
Oh no.
A little tough. I don't know what is okay.
Daniel did not see the enemy walk right by him. Looks like we may have another engagement. Yep, he hears Daniel now. Double flank.
Well, no. Double rep there, but we still got some momentum going on here. If these three are able to just get him a little bit more, they're going to proxy the hab.
That's so cool with the rings.
Negative.
Yeah, it does a good job of visually representing where people have to go to be able to see what they got to do to burn rallies, procs, habs. Bargo is called out that he can audibly hear the radio, but he's not able to mark it out. Rage is saying that he's 100% accurately marked the radio.
Hey Maverick, we're gonna wait for your medic to get over here to try to pick up one of ours.
Copy that.
If that had mark, it's accurate. It should be damn near proxied right now.
Yep, Bargo has called out that they have proxied the hab. It's now now we're back in. Got Bargo and Arch against Mystery Meat, Oak Team Pro. We got Force trying to push back in. Maverick might be able to get something on Predator here. Hopefully Otis can get a trade. Predator bleeds. The hab is no longer procs though. They moved out of procs range. Or they went down. I think they went down.
Yeah, there's still a timer though. I think it got about 15 more seconds for the procs to come off, or let them spawn in again.
Alright, where's the backup? Where do we need them the most? On spot 2 move? On hab?
Jeffrey gets a close quarter kill. Good on him.
Alright,
Bargo trying to get Arch back up. We got Sadie's trying to do a little parkour here.
They're on the rooftop on the southeast.
I think they just got a hab wave off on the... Yeah, they're going to get hab raid right now. This might be a little rough trying to get now.
everyone else just keep doing what you're doing for now, I guess.
We'll flank through now. Try and get into the west side of
Looks like it's just down to
It's
not
down
Jeffrey
again.
and Maverick now.
Enemies are leaving consistently directly from 6 observement right next to their hub. I think it's the only exit to the south. They have if we can get the mortars there. They're gonna slam.
Alright, Feathers is... Or Maverick is calling out that Kindly needs to mortar that doorway.
You cannot slay from side to side.
Alright, the smoking hab.
Getting some trades in the hab.
You're shooting from the windows either on their hub.
Oh no.
First thing he's getting counter mortared. No, that's not. That's Colleen doing it.
Good thing Maverick was already shot, so it doesn't do any team damage.
Hey Turtles, we have you down here at
Kylie needs to
TPY.
be mortaring that building. I don't know what he's doing. They called out asking for it to get dropped there.
That would have been such a good mortar. Tiger back up there to the south. Takes out a vehicle. Turtles got caught lacking.
Mortars are way short.
Like those are EXO mortars, also falling down southeast of the hab.
Bargo is calling that they absolutely have to take residential. He's 100% accurate. It's pretty soon it's not going to be mathematically impossible to win unless they're able to push to open air market as well. But that's a lot of ground to cover right by their main. Got Romeo's diving the radio again with more backup this time. Let's go ahead and check in with how that's going. He's gotten Kylene. You got a rally down now. Kimball, Romeo are probably going to be utilizing the rally swapping here to push in here.
Irish.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Irish all alone in the building, but he's got back up there to the east. I don't see how EXO is going to be able to take out this radio with how many person of you guys are close by. Gimbal gonna hold down that eastern push while 22 pushes upstairs to run it back with Irish.
Randy shots because they're traded with the rack Gimbal.
Logi destroyed by mortars there.
I think it's range.
22 is pushing on Irish. I think he might get it this time. Yep, that's gonna be the radio. Yeah, I have. I'm not a fan of putting radios on the tallest buildings anymore, or the tallest staircases for this exact reason. So now 22 has gotten control of this room. All he has to do is dig the radio and then hold his doorway. Looks like they're trying to get a call out for where it is. Bargo's gonna try and push in. Bargo has called out that they have a full squad in the back line. 30 tech at diff, but once they bleed that radio, it's only going to be 10. Back to the kill tray. So the Nox have closed the gap. First MD up by 10 for confirms. Pretty much going to be an even game if EXO side's able to burn this rally, which it's looking like they're going to be able to. Clean and Irish are going to try and get back in. Silver Mercy sending Shadow and I think just Shadow back to the spawn screen with his lat. It looked like a lat. It didn't sound like
it was a lat hit, yeah.
Valen has called that he's wiped on the south side. We got Randy. He's not going to be, unless he leaps over the wall right now, he's not going to be able to be. Unfortunate. Colleen's Vic destroyed by Gary's. I think that sounded like a hat.
Yeah, that was a hat hit.
Yeah, that's a hat. Randy not looking. Randy really not looking. He's got rack across and this hat to the south.
Oh my god, they don't see each other.
What are we doing? There we go. Alright. But yeah, that radio. Yeah, that radio's gonna be gone. 100%. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna pretty much even out the game. I'm not seeing a path of victory for first MD for this one now. They had the momentum to get them out of that fob. If the mortars dropped soon enough, I think they could have made something happen. But I don't know. I think he was mortaring here and down here instead of the hab door. I'm not really sure what the miscommunication was because the SLs were calling out that that was the only way out of their hab. It was marked 100% accurate for a while now.
I think that flank we saw in the fatal funnel contributed a lot. If they had those 3 extra guys when that hab was proxied to the east, I think that could have been when residential was taken. But just didn't have enough guys in the fight, and they weren't able to keep that proxy.
Yeah, I agree.
Video hasn't bled out yet, I don't think. Still pretty decent ticket difference.
They got it back up.
Oh shit, they saved it.
Oh, look at me, look at me like a clown. Ragefire about to run into this dude. Ragefire gets rushy.
Nice job to Andy there, saving their radio.
Yep.
It looks like we've lost complete control of Mod.
Yeah,
Like I said, it looks like the path of victory here is completely gone. We got a couple. No, those guys are both down. Yeah, they completely gave up zone control of Mosque. I'd have to probably look back and see what happened. We were checking in with back and forth. We weren't really seeing the middle spot. I think people called out that the rallies burned, but I'd have to probably check back from the footage to see if I can see out of the corners of visual. But
I think it was first indeed allocated our resources trying to save that radio, and in doing so pulled off a mosque, allowed for EXO to slip in and regain control.
Hey, we have a guy.
I think you're right, because this is just going to be a killing field.
Yep.
Unless somebody has the game knowledge to know that you can get in through that tunnel from under here, like maybe you could get back in, but I think actually you need a ladder.
Keep your gun up.
Oh no, you can jump up. Oh no, there's a ladder. Oh, look at that. A couple people are using the tunnel like I theorized. But, nope, Trooper's calling out to these guys down there. They're going to ask them to pull a GI against a Viet Cong tunnel now. And just drop grenades down them. Hell at Lose Vietnam dropping in July, boys. Be ready for it. Hab is getting mortared to death now by waters.
These are dead on accurate.
Dead on accurate. Top of it is off. Yeah, like I said, there's just it could have been put in that building over there in cover. Don't know.
Enemy trooper.
Here goes Moss.
I just don't know. They just took Moss. Game is now even, but they're gonna first MD's at that 1 ticket per minute lead, so they're gonna have to retake control of Moss. But it's gonna be incredibly difficult. Hab is back up now, but like I pointed out a bit ago, you have this massive killing field in between the 2 points. It's just the same that pushed onto that Hab did not work out successfully. I think if they were a little bit quicker on the mortars and the mortars are more accurate, I think they probably could have taken resident.
On the Hab for
Yep.
garage.
And the Hab is capped. Bargo's called it out. Looks like Gary and Snacksy have proxed it.
Curious, what's happening in that tunnel right now? I think we might have had
Check
another
it out.
fight.
I saved radio.
I was just save the radio once more. The tunnel rats are still trying to hold position, but they're. Barote's called it that he's not revivable. And Silver and Canadian are just hiding in the tunnel.
Oh no, we lost a while ago.
Oh, that is not positive mental attitude. They don't realize. Yeah, Canadian realizes that they're close.
They were
At
really
least
close
for
to
the round
rolling.
at least. Unfortunate. It was winnable about 15 minutes ago, but I think that window has closed. Slicknick and Bravo are back on. Oh no, they're down. They're gonna be able to get that ready. They finally burned the rally that was here that they just kept spotting off of. Rack and Romeo might be setting up for another rally play down here. What the fuck is he saying?
Just north of Foghorn guy.
Looks like Turtles Crows got taken out there by a hat to the north.
Light vehicle still in our back line. Archer flag is appearing to have a copy.
Hopefully Ryan. I think Maverick just called out that they just set something down here. But 22 and Romeo, 22 and Brack are going to be going for that the fob again.
Waters has that Hab dialed in with his mortars. He's just gonna keep on mortaring it.
Apparently that happens.
Yeah, I know.
Maverick fell through the map down by Zerai. Yeah, that tunnel right there, right here, you can fall through. Zerai's gonna fall through the map, bro. I promise you. See what happens.
There he goes.
Like sheep off a cliff, bro. That's tough. You just fucking caught.
Oh.
That's fucking crazy to me that you did the exact same thing. Like watching him do it. GG Canucks.
More rallies left for first MD. Hab is active, but those mortars are gonna keep coming. That was a good one.
Barote and Von Ergen just out of prox range for the Hab. Here she's going back to the splash screen from Barote's GL kit. His perfect KD is definitely going in the wrong direction. Stoneface back to watching the Hab like he was earlier in the same little hidey hole.
I'm gonna need at the end of the game a kill count for Waters. His mortars have been spot on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll give it to you now, bro. He's got 12
12,
knocks right
okay.
now, 6 confirmed kills.
Pretty even. 43, 42 tickets. First MD, their whole goal is just protect their Hab, turtle down. Maybe you'll be able to win this side, but not the whole match now. Three back in his perch up in the tower.
now procs the hab, it looks like. So they got, with Snacksy pushing up the procs range, Berg and Broke is taking in their position. Silos and Shadow and Ward are moving along the range here, down to Mob. Hab is no longer procs, but it's getting mortared to oblivion. The ticket count has now gone into the other direction for the IMF side.
22 making his push once again to the radio. We're going to see Irish and him face off for the third time now. Now he has backup, though. Yeah.
Fifth time's the charm. We'll see what 22's able to do here.
Here they go.
Trade, unfortunate.
No. This fucking server is absolutely dog shit. I don't know if I trade it.
It is an EU server, that's right.
In the middle of the wall.
There is some lag there. I think most players are going to have about 100 milliseconds of latency at minimum.
See what I can do.
Okay. Hab's not to spawn, by the way.
Accidentally talked in all chat there.
Big in radio now.
Radio going down there where Irish once stood. If this falls, that will be the end of the game.
Yeah, that's how it's looking.
Yeah, Hab was proxy. Now it's going to be disabled off the radio. I don't see any other spawns for first MD.
This is our last chance. Keep it tight.
No, there's a rally there to the west. Zariah and crew are going to try to make a last-ditch effort to save that radio. Perfect positioning from that cord. Not gonna be able to cross the road now. Looks like Ragefire and his squad are still down to the south. They might try to make a last-ditch effort to at least stop the cap at garages. And I don't think this radio is going to be salvageable. It's going to go down to six tickets left here in a few seconds.
Honestly,
Bargo's calling for a mass give up, but I don't think they're not able to. They don't have enough people down.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, with that radio gone, that'll be it too.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
That'll be before garages falls. They won't even have to do a mass give up. It'll take care of it for them. Much closer game this time around.
Much closer game. It would have. Really would have put it. I think it just comes down to map knowledge. Like you can 100% put a hab in there. They did that on cap side. Putting the radio on the top floor, like I said, I wouldn't have done that because it makes it more difficult to retake if you lose it. They managed to retake it 4 times. I don't know what 22 was doing to lose that 4 times, but 5th time happened. 1 ticket left. They're probably going to bleed out before IMF's able to cap, but Irish putting them out of their misery. Minor defeat.
Much better time, much better round though.
Mission failed.
That was way better than the last one.
Oh, it was.
So, yeah, looks like they were able to get away with it towards the end there. They were up on kills or knocks and confirms for the majority of the game. Revives were a bit better, but going to get that going there. So there we go. EXO is going to be taking it. EXO is going to be taking it for this one. Ticket diff, I believe, is 171, I think, if I'm doing the math in my head. I went to public school in Indiana, so can't do basic math in my head. Thank you to 20R for letting us use their server. We have some technical difficulties getting the match to necessitate us coming to this one, so shout out to them. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Zknight.
And I am Zane.